Nobody uses Twitter in Winnipeg, right? So why bother with it? Why bother with it in the mix of your social media marketing in Winnipeg? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you why. Let's get going. Hi, my name is Mike. I'm with Wornstar Media. Thanks so much for having a look at this video. Wornstar Media is a social media marketing company based out of Winnipeg. I help clients with their social media accounts, create content for them, take pictures, produce some videos, grow their social media accounts so that when customers come and have a look and want to potentially do business with them, they can have a look at quality feeds and lots of presence. And when the posts are getting out there, they're getting out to the most amount of people. In this video, we're going to have a conversation about Twitter and the importance of Twitter in Winnipeg. Now, as I had started at the beginning and said, well, so few people use Twitter in Winnipeg, so why bother? Why bother taking the time to post to Twitter and make that part of the daily habits with regards to posting and social media and developing a Twitter account? Before I talk about that, I'm going to have a conversation with you real quickly about search engine optimization, or SEO as it's known. So let's have a look at what it is we're looking at on my screen, which is Google. Now, there are other search engines available. There's DuckDuckGo and there's Bing, but at the end of the day, Google is who runs things everywhere globally with regards to search strings. And when anybody wants to look for any services, they always start with Google. So it's as simple as that if you're going to shop for a TV, you're going to punch in TV Winnipeg. If you're looking for any services whatsoever, you're going to start with Google. There's no yellow pages anymore. There's no great big huge yellow book that you can look at categories and figure out whether you want to do business with them based on the size of the ad. And the higher you rank on Google, as far as whether you're on the first page or the second page, the most amount of business that you're going to do. So it's important that a company's search engine optimization is looked after specifically with Google so that you can rise in the ranks and get as close to the first page. You're going to end up doing more business. Let's have a look at how much that costs people to do. If I was to look for and want to have a website and have it called Photography Winnipeg. Well, why would I want to do that? Because on Google, if somebody's looking for a photographer, then the very first thing that they're going to do is they're going to punch in the words Photography Winnipeg. So to have photographywinnipeg.com as a URL or as your website address would be very important to do. Well, it's available if anybody wants to go and get themselves a website address called photographywinnipeg.com. It's available, and it would cost $3,228.45 to get that website. That's the importance of search engine optimization and getting and rising on the ranks with regards, and the expenses that companies will go through, and the importance of making sure that that you're rising in the ranks on Google and that customers can find you. All right, so let's have a look. Let's pick on one of my clients. And we'll go to Canada Sky Drone Services. And what Canada Sky does is they take pictures, drone aerial photography, drone aerial video services for those people that want aerial photography of their properties or their event. We recently did something for a gender reveal for a couple so that they could share the video and show the pink smoke that came out of the tires. It's a lot of fun. The person that I deal with at Canada Sky, his name is Kevin Gamble, and he's a tremendous guy, and I really enjoy working with him. If somebody who's interested in getting some drone video or drone aerial photography of their property or whatever the case is, what would they do? Well, they would go to Google and they would punch in, like I've sort of set up here already, they'd punch in Drone Winnipeg. So let's have a look at how my client, Canada Sky Drone Services, is doing with regards to their search engine optimization or their SEO. So I punched that in and I'm scrolling down. How long is it going to take me before I find Canada Sky Drone Services? Well, if we have a look, this is somebody at the bottom of this screen that pays a lot of money in order to be there on the first page. And I'm not seeing Canada Sky Drone Services. If I just punch in drone, the reason why is because there's a lot of people that just sell the drone. So it's not necessarily a search that's accurate to what it is that Canada Sky does, because they offer services. So if you punch in just Drone Winnipeg there, Canada Sky Drone Services sitting really high in the ranks on the second page, which is fabulous. Doesn't cost them anything for Google AdWords, which is another method of getting on the first page, but not a lot of people respect when you're paying to get on the first page. So it's important. So if I was to up that with regards and punch in services, drone services in Winnipeg, and do a search there, if I was actually looking for drone services and I was to do a scroll, well, look at that. Canada Sky Drone Services is actually number one. It hasn't cost Kevin Gamble and his company any money in order to be able to see that. So again, this whole video has to do with Twitter. So what I want to do is I want to go over to images. So I punched in Canada Sky Drones or Drone Services Winnipeg because I'm looking for somebody, and now I'm going to go over to images. So the very first picture that you're going to see when you go through the Google image search, when you punch in Drone Services Winnipeg, is going to be a post that was made on Twitter. You'll notice you don't see anything, and of course, Facebook is incredibly important for people that are scrolling on Facebook, and Instagram is incredibly important. But when it comes to Google SEO, the search engine optimization, you're not seeing anything from Facebook or anything from Instagram. The very first post that you're seeing is Twitter. Now, does that have anything to do with Canada Sky Drone Services being the number one choice when you go for Google search for I mean, frankly, I don't know. SEO is this great unknown when the quality of the content has to be good, the legitimacy, an SSL tag, whether there's blogs that you've got on, whether you've got your alt tags put in place, who it is that's built your website, all has to do with everything. Everything's all encompassing. But I do notice when I punch in for an image search, because it's a little bit easier for the visual side of things, the Twitter posts seem to come up all the time. So let's see if we can punch in aerial photography. How's that? If we're looking for drone services. So if I was to punch in aerial photography, photography Winnipeg, and where's Kevin's site now? Aerial photography. Canada Sky Drone Services is still on the first page, which is super important. It hasn't been boosted. There's no Google AdWords that go along with that. It's just sitting on the first page. Let's click over to images and see what it is that we find. We'll find one of the images that I'm responsible for producing. And as we scroll through, just for aerial photography Winnipeg, and there's one, actually a stolen image. Somebody puts it on Trends that's mine. But again, Canada Sky Drone Services sitting here, and that was a Twitter post. So again, does that have anything to do with the high ranks with regards to Google and the search results for Google? I don't have specific statistics, but it sure looks like it doesn't hurt. So if we were to narrow that search down and actually put in drone aerial photography Winnipeg and do a click on that, that's a little bit more specific. Now let's have a look. Here's one of the images I produced. That's YouTube, and the very first image here is on Twitter. Here's that stolen image the Trends map put on. Here's another Twitter image, Disraeli Freeway. Here's a YouTube video. Here's another one. This is actually something that I posted on mine, promoting my own account on Twitter, promoting Canada Sky Drone Services. That was Twitter as well. That's mine and mine, but that's from my website. Here's another one, Photography Winnipeg, again promoting Kevin Gamble's Canada Sky Drone Services, but you'll notice that it's a Twitter post. And here's another one, go hashtag on Twitter. Here's another one that's actually stolen one of my pictures and put it on go hashtag on Twitter, but that's another Twitter post as well. So as you'll see, Twitter's all over the place. You're not seeing Facebook when you do Google image search. You're not seeing Instagram, but you're seeing Twitter. So growing Twitter in Winnipeg is tough. Those people that actually go on Twitter and scroll and look for services in Winnipeg, well, that doesn't really happen. But forgetting about Twitter altogether in your mix of social media marketing in Winnipeg would be a giant mistake. As you'll notice, Google pays attention to what's going on Twitter. So it certainly helps with regards to the search engine optimization, so people can find you when they're looking for you if you make sure that you're developing a Twitter account in Winnipeg at the same time as you're developing a Facebook and Instagram account. It's really important that you don't forget that. Once again, my name is Mike. I'm with Wornstar Media. I hope you've got some information from this video. You've seen ways to reach out to me if you're interested in my social media marketing services in Winnipeg all throughout this video. Please feel free to reach out to me. Of course, the easiest way would be simply to call or text me at 204-770-6440. And thanks once again for having a listen to this video. Have an awesome day.